At Conriam, a company that belongs to our best-in-class approach and in best-in-class selection is a company that has first activities that are well positioned towards global sustainability trends. That we said that we look at the matter of the company as activities are positioned towards climate change, resource depletion, for instance, or health and wellness. And at the other side, this company has also to manage well stakeholders' relations, that we say, the relation with the manner they manage environment, the relation with clients, employees, suppliers, on the whole value chain. That's really important for us. So one side, activity exposure, and the other side, the management of the manager of the stakeholders by the company. Of course, you speak about the energy sector. Energy sector, by definition, is in a controversial activity from an SRI point of view. But we still have the possibility to make a choice and assess the company from the two aspects that I have just mentioned: the exposure to controversial activities and controversial issues, and at the other side, the fact that the company has to manage well the stakeholders. If you take the energy sector as an example, we will look at the activities of the company, the exploration and so on. So we will, of course, prefer renewable energy, but at the other side, we will exclude coal exposure, and we will prefer companies that are active in the gas, the natural gas or the exploitation of gas, because it's less impacting on the environment. That's for the exposure. And at the other side, when we look at the management of the company, if the company is busy in an activity which has an important impact on the environment, of course, we will ask more sustainable management behavior from the company in terms of what they are taking as measure to avoid impact on environment. If they are, of course, giving training to employees to avoid bad security problem or accidents and so on. So really there is a link between both. It's not an easy choice that we have to make, but there are some companies that are well positioned towards these two aspects. We have a company like Statoil, the Norwegian one, which is really in good position because in Europe, so in not risky country in terms of exploitation, mostly active in gas exploitation, and with extremely good results in terms of health and safety conditions for employees, and also in terms of less negative impact on environment. At the other side, you will find some other actors in the market, like Total, where we have an energy mix which is much more risky, with exploration in deep water or other elements that are really badly scored in our model. But even if we don't take this into account and we have an energy mix that is plus minus okay in terms of exposure, at the other side we also need that the company has good behavior in terms of management of stakeholder, and then we see that some elements are not so good compared to the kind of risky activity they are invested in. So that's why it's important to have both sides. We have the same problem with Royal Dutch Shell, which is also a company that we avoid because of the energy mix and also because of some bad behavior in terms of environmental aspects to manage, or also employees issues. In fact, yes, it's important. No, it's not only important to take a look at which kind of company we have today in the selection. It's also important to see the progress the company can make in terms of sustainability issues and so on. What we see today is that there is some companies that are trying to improve their energy mix. They try to be much more exposed to renewable energy and to develop this kind of activities. That's something really positive score in our selection. At the other side, in terms of behavior, progress are not so easy to see. I must admit. It's really rare that we have a big change in the selection over time. The best remain the best, I must say, or remain in the selection. The bad and the poor score companies still remain there. It takes time before we see really improvement, because it's a lot of work. It's also something that they have to manage at company level. And sometimes I know, for instance, we recognize that Total really make a lot of efforts. They have a strategy well-oriented to make some improvements, a lot of positive will, but at the other side, to see it in the figures is sometimes something that lacks, and that is something we have to take into account, because we cannot take it for granted and say only policy is okay, strategy is okay, but at the end, the results are not there. So it's really the role of the analyst to take a look at that also.